Hello and welcome to Pony Versus. We have Princess Celestia and Princess Luna versus Sosuke Aizen. Alright, first we'll start off with Celestia. Her strong points anyway. Celestia is basically a goddess or a demigod, depending on who you're talking to. I view her more as a demigod due to the fact that she can be slain by outside forces. Aizen, however, is not a god. Yes, he is a Shinigami, but and it translates to death god, but he is not a god. If I remember correctly, that is why he was searching for the king's key, so he could basically become a god. So on god level, he is more associated towards Twilight's level, while she was a unicorn. So, I mean, like, he's not to be messed with. Please don't think that I'm degrading the guy. I'm just saying that his god level is not the same as Celestia's god level. The next thing with the god is, like, she's with the time immortal. Uh, Basically what I consider time immortal is what it sounds like. She cannot be killed by time, just outside forces, like I said earlier. I count age when determining, because with age comes experience, and she may not have enough experience with fighting, per se, like Aizen might have, considering that Shinigami literally fight all of the time. But she's probably seen enough battles to know what to expect, and that's halfway winning right there, is knowing what to expect in a fight. So, yeah, age. Aizen, with his age experience, is that, as far as I know, this could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, wrongness happens to everybody. But from what I know is that he's at least 100 years old. And I'm going from, like, when they were doing that pendulum thing, it was like, let's go back 100 years and all of that. So that's what I'm going by. That, for me, that is canon. I know he is at least 100 years old. So from what I know, he doesn't have as much experience in the world, maybe fighting, but other than that, he may be completely lacking. Next thing is Celestia is extremely powerful. She is an alicorn, and in My Little Pony world, an alicorn is the mix of the three pony tribes: Earth, Pegasi, and Unicorn. So I imagine this would give her a wide range of abilities. Weather control, power to do stuff with the earth, basically, and of course her unicorn powers. And in this case, that would have to deal with the sun. Last time I checked, Aizen couldn't do anything with the sun, and Celestia moves it. So Aizen would have to respect that. I mean, I don't see him just turning away saying, oh, you can raise the sun, big deal. He would probably be going, oh, he'd be calm on the outside, but he'd probably be going, oh, she can move the celestial bodies. Not a little enemy that he might have thought would have been not worth his time, just kind of became something, maybe I shouldn't underestimate her type thing. So that's the thing with with her powers, and of course, other things. Celestia also plans a lot. I mean, she planned for 1,000 years for her sister's return. While we well, not we, I only know that Aizen planned for his takeover in 100 years. So Aizen may be a good chess player, but so far from what I've seen, from what Celestia can do, and from what I've seen Aizen do, Celestia has got Aizen beat in the planning department. Aizen doesn't really do much planning. He does the literal two-step ahead thing, while Celestia seems to do the let's plan for every possible outcome. Literally plan for every possible outcome. So I think she's got Aizen beat at his own game of being two steps ahead. The next thing is Celestia's knowledge of magic. Uh, we have seen Celestia show a wide range of different magic, which leads me to believe that her talent may actually kind of include clairvoyance, simply because Dave reveals things as well, and because like her her planning, the way she sees people or ponies in this case. I mean, and then of course the spells that she's used has been a kind of clairvoyant type thing. Um, but she has shown a wide range of magical capabilities that would be different from Keto, and Aizen might have a problem, uh, uh, you know, combating. He hasn't seen that type of magic before, so he might have problems dealing with it. Now, you're probably wondering why there's a peace sign here. We're going to move to Celestia's weaknesses. Uh, Peace, in this case, would be a weakness. From what we know, we can assume that Celestia's probably had about 1,000 years of peace in Equestria. Therefore, she hasn't really had the need to go into battle. So, she is probably... Yoruichi was 100 to 200 years out of shape from being in hiding. Well, I think Celestia's got her beat on out of shapeness. She probably hasn't seen a real battle in centuries. So, while Aizen is battle ready, literally battle ready. The next thing is, with obviously continuing with the out of shape. I mean, she's out of shape. She likes her cake and stuff. So obviously her body is not going to be well prepared for a fight. And of course, with cake, um, she doesn't show it. How many calories does raising the sun burn? Because I'm assuming that's why she isn't. Because from the way that we've seen her with cake, she probably really does sneak cake at night and all of that. So she's probably out of shape and weighed down by lovingly delicious cake. And that cake looks delicious. Uh, we know that Celestia can be defeated in battle. We've seen that with Queen Chrysalis here. Um, After she had been buffed up by Shining Armor's feelings for Cadence. Um, so, and even Chrysalis was surprised. She was like, wow, I've absorbed so much love. My power has grown to be even more powerful than Celestia. So, we've seen that she can be defeated. We have also seen her when she kind of got pulled down uh, in defeat with Nightmare Moon when Twilight went back in time and saw that. Uh, we saw that Celestia fell. I mean, she didn't stay down for long, and obviously in the long run she ended up winning that fight with the Elements of Harmony. But she needed the Elements of Harmony. This was right before she got the Elements of Harmony. She was trying to actually defeat her sister and reason with her before she went to the Elements of Harmony. So, of course, then again, that was God against God, so that would probably be expected. Oh, excuse me. Now for Princess Luna. Princess Luna has shown to have dream capabilities. This can prove fatal to Aizen because Aizen's sword focuses on a type of hypnotism, which is actually, in reality, a kind of dream-like state. There's no reason that Princess Luna wouldn't be able to figure out that it was a lucid dream type thing and be able to dispel the effects of his sword. Uh, so now Aizen's greatest weapon that he has used against the captains, and what he has bragged about for so long, has now been nullified. Luna, unlike Celestia, is probably not as out of shape. Uh, it's only been about a year since she's returned, so I realize being a year out of inactivity can do stuff to you, but it's not as bad as Celestia's millennia of inactivity, of being in shape, like battle ready, in shape. To her, uh, the the battle was just, like yesterday. So with her sister is what I mean. So she's still a little bit more prepared than Celestia is for battle. One of Luna's weaknesses is that she is easily angered, kind of like Ichigo. Aizen could easily exploit this, and that would probably mess up whatever strategy Celestia and Luna had cooked up. Uh, and then finally, there is the thing of when she was sealed. Discord showed cramps, of course, then again, he was in stone. And of course, I say Luna was sealed because unlike funny, popular belief, well, I'm sure some people believe it, some people have probably just done it as a joke of when she was on the moon. She wasn't on the moon, she was sealed in the moon. The 1,000 years went by as fast as a dream did for her, most likely. Unless she was sealed in the moon, but she could still see what was going on in Equestria, basically. That's yet to be determined. My thing is that she could probably see what was going on, but she was sealed in the moon. And what she probably saw she thought was a dream, maybe. Which is why I would think Nightmare Moon would have been able to speak regular Equestrian and not Princess Luna, who reverted back to the archaic language. So, uh, being sealed is obviously going to leave some effects on Princess Luna. Okay, now for Aizen. Aizen is totally OP. Okay? That's the problem with the entire storyline in Bleach, is that Aizen is completely OP. And I kind of call that Yu-Gi-Oh! Syndrome. Basically, what Yu-Gi-Oh! Syndrome is, one card and you're all like, well, this card does 3,000 damage to you. And then, with all that imaginary hologram dust stuff that goes on, you don't see the other guy, and he's like, you are now dead. And then something mysterious happens. The other guy goes, no, I'm not dead because I magically used this card that destroys your monsters on your side of the field during the dust cover type thing. And that is what I call Yu-Gi-Oh! Syndrome. It is basically when the character is never defeated because something always happens. You see that a lot with Naruto and all of that when they gain new powers constantly. That, and that's what it is. In the end, Aizen is nothing but a big, fat troll. On top of that, Aizen is incredibly fast. Sisters would probably not see his Shunpo coming from out of nowhere. Well, Celestia might, but the speed would probably still get to her. More her and less Luna. The next thing that Aizen has an advantage over is that he knows Kido. And he knows more Kido than Celestia and Luna can probably do magic. of course, their magic is more powerful than probably his Keto. Yeah, he used a Hotto 90, but it was incomplete and imperfect, and Celestia and Luna could easily get out of that trap before he could do anything. Uh, but his Keto would still be able to keep the sisters on their toes, or hooves in this case. And even though Luna could probably outdo his sword thing, his sword's effect, sorry, uh, he still has a sword. It's still a weapon. It can still be used as a weapon, stab people, stabbity, stab, stab. Uh, but the thing is that Celestia and Luna would probably have weapons of their own. I mean, we didn't see it in the show because, well, it was a show for little girls. So they probably wouldn't have weapons. But, like in the old days when they were probably actually fighting and stuff, they probably did. I mean, Celestia's cool little spear thing that's in the Fall of the Empire, which I am super excited to see when it's done. And then Luna's Luna's scythe there. I mean, they would probably have their own weapons that they've used. Not uncommon. My victor is the Royal Pony Sisters, Princess Celestia and Princess Luna. That is my verdict, simply because, well, they're gods, and then they're working together as well. Uh, and then, of course, Celestia's mind and Luna's brawn would probably eventually overpower Aizen in the end. Uh, do I think it would be an easy fight done in 2 seconds? No. I think Celestia and Luna would probably have sustained heavy damage, but Aizen would have been defeated either way. So that is my verdict. I'm sticking to it. Is it totally biased? Yes, it is! It is completely and totally biased. Am I sorry? Let me think about this. Uh, no, I am not sorry at all. So, I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Um, if you liked this video, please subscribe, comment. Who do you want, which pony characters do you want to go against another character from another show? So leave your thoughts below. Who do you think would have won that fight? I ask you to be courteous and just don't say so-and-so because they're awesome. I mean, try and reason out a little bit. I mean, bias has happened. Which reminds me, I am my own person. I cannot claim to know the ideas of other people and what they see. And of course, everyone else has probably more information than I do. So, these are my thoughts, so I hope you enjoyed them. Have a good day, and since this is almost Christmas, have um, have a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday. Okay?